Good evening again. Here we are on week number 6. Sometimes it feels like it's going fast, other times like, oh, catching your breath. We have 2 more after this, so make sure to come on out and bring your friends. Our opening march is called the Klaxon. It's actually something that was written in 1930 by Henry Fillmore for the automobile show, an automobile show that took place in Cincinnati, Ohio. And it doesn't really relate to our theme tonight, but it's a great march, and we haven't played it yet this summer, so I had to include it. Tonight we put together music for movies and musicals. Movies and musicals, so you'll hear a lot of music that you know, maybe some that you don't know as well. We'll begin our collection from a musical composed by Leonard Bernstein, and it is called West Side Story. So you'll hear little snippets of music from that musical West Side Story. We hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. Isn't that great? Just that musical. Just such great music. You're going to hear a lot more of that, though. Our next selection is Brimming with Optimism. It was written by composer Richard Rogers, and the lyrics were by Oscar Hammerstein. Have you heard of them? It's the opening song to the musical Oklahoma. And that opening song is Oh, What a Beautiful Morning. I told you, optimistic. So we can't leave this musical without playing the musical's namesake. It's sung in the opening scene by the leading male character. The character name is Curly McLean. The actor's name is Gordon McRae, and it's Oklahoma. We'll move on from Oklahoma. Our next collection of musical highlights was composed by Jewel Stein with the lyrics by Stephen Sondheim. The production opened in 1959 and starred Ethel Merman. Do you remember her? What a character. And she had a great voice. I remember her fondly. It's considered one of Broadway's all-time triumphs, so we hope you'll enjoy highlights from Gypsy. Could you hear Ethel in your mind? Next, we're very happy to feature two of our very own band members. If you were here a few weeks ago, you heard them at that time, but they've got new music to share with you tonight that fits our theme, musicals and movies. They put some great music together. Please welcome our own band members, Katie and Deanna from the horn section.
You'll recognize every single one of them. And what's kind of cool about it is the main themes in the movies are generally played by a French horn also, so it'll sound very similar to what you hear in the movies. Hopefully. right, we got one last one for you. Katie and I do this not just for you guys. We have tendency to go into nursing homes in the area and just play for them and bring joy to those areas and things like that. So we don't just do this for the fun of it. We get out there in the community and do things. It's all fun. Yeah. But yeah, so we normally do Christmas stuff, but we found some things that work for the summer. So that's what we're doing. Just a little reminder, if you guys were here, obviously mine looks different than Katie's. Mellophone, you use it for marching. You can use a horn mouthpiece or a trumpet mouthpiece. She chooses trumpet. I have a classical horn, and that's all I got for you. It's just used in different settings. So here we go. Did you recognize it, Terry? Really? That was in Dreams from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I'm not into that Lord of the Rings stuff. How about another round of applause for our ladies? While they get settled in, I will tell you a little bit about our next piece. It's from the television series that ran from 1959 to 1973. It lasted 14 seasons, and they filmed 430 episodes total, 430. The show centers around the Cartwright family, which tells you a lot right there, and it was called Bonanza. Our next collection of songs are from the 1952-53 TV documentary series entitled Victory at Sea. The music for the series was composed by Richard Rodgers. The NBC Symphony Orchestra recorded the music for each episode. Victory at Sea has been released on VHS, Betamax, do you remember them? Laserdisc, DVD, and Blu-ray. This World War II documentary's music really brings to life the war scenes in the film. I hope you'll enjoy Victory at Sea. all of those different sounding pieces had a different meaning in the episodes, or, you know, the war, the, you know, the water, the waves, the bombs, then calming down and being just kind of out there floating around with the beautiful sun. So I just love that music. It's good stuff. Before I tell you a little bit about our next selection, I would like to tell you about our summertime musicians from area schools, including Hartford High School, Swinger High School, and Jackson, as well as some college students. We'll start over in the trombone section with Michael. Michael goes to UW-Madison. Are you in the marching band? Oh, I'm gonna call him. Really glad to have you this summer. Come back next summer. Michael. In the middle of our band, the guy with the blonde hair over there, he's hiding. His name is Eric. He is a student from UW-Madison, Milwaukee, UW-Milwaukee. Soon he leaves for Western Illinois University to finish his degree program. Eric is, his name is Eric Schmidt. He went to Salesville School where I taught, and his sister, is she here? Oh, Erin, where are you? Oh, Erin is his sister. She also was one of my students in band. So Erin and Eric, she played clarinet, and he plays the saxophone, and quite well, I must add. Good teacher. Eric, you got a lot of press on that one. In our trumpet section, we have Michael's brother. His name is Matt, and he is a recent graduate of MSOE. Glad to have Matt with us this summer, too. It's wonderful. Now he's got to get a job. Oh, he's got one. He's got one. Great. In our percussion section, we have Robert from Hartford Union High School. Robert, come on out. Very talented. He covers a lot of our xylophone and bell parts. Not completely, the others do too, but he really kind of gravitates to that area, so we let him. In our saxophone section, I kind of bounced around a little bit. In our saxophone section from Kettle Moraine Lutheran High School, which is in Jackson, we have Trenton. Trenton. Trenton, what grade will you be in? He'll be a sophomore this year. So glad to have him. In the clarinet section, we have Trenton's sister. Her name is Zoe. She goes to Christian Education Leadership Academy. That's a long title, but they shorten it. But I'll say it again, Christian Education Leadership Academy. She plays the clarinet, just like her dad. Her name is Zoe. Now, we didn't have all of our students here tonight, but then we had some that weren't here last time. So I think we've covered everyone, perhaps but Sean. Is Sean here? No. Sean is a student at UW, someday he will be. He's at Hartford Union High School. He plays percussion, and he is usually back there too. How about a round for Sean? Our next selection was released in 2016. I gotta get out of the 1900s now. We're finally moving forward. Our next selection was released in 2016 by Walt Disney Studio Motion Pictures. We think you'll enjoy the island feel of Moana. How many of you are familiar with that Moana? Oh, quite a few. Okay, well, I suppose the younger, yeah. I didn't know it until my son Alex is very into Disney movies, and you should watch Moana, Mom. It's really good. And so I did on a plane when I had nothing else to do. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Maybe not as much as he did, but. So our last collection of songs are from the motion picture soundtrack from the 1992 Disney animated film. That's a mouthful. Disney again. It's always good when it's Disney. The animated film is called Aladdin. Great music. You will hear Arabian Nights, Friends Like Me, Prince Ali, and it ends with A Whole New World. And that is just fabulous. It's a lovely collection to end our tribute to the music of movies and musical, so we hope you'll enjoy Aladdin. made it all the way to the end. How beautiful is that? Just so beautiful. Well, I'd like all of you to give a big warm round of applause for all of our soloists this evening. How about one for our student performers? A few weeks and they'll head back to school. I'd also like to recognize our board of directors, our band. Board of directors work very hard all year long to make sure everything runs the way it should and come up with new ideas and implement things. So they are very important to our continued success. Please stand. And finally, he didn't want me to mention him, and he's looking at his phone right now. My husband, Scott, is the popcorn man. Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you'll come back for our last two concerts. Next week, Isaac will be here, and his theme is music from various lands. He calls it What a Wonderful World, or What a Beautiful World. So I hope you'll join Isaac for that beautiful set of music. We will close with our usual God Bless America. And again, thank you for being here.